Alright, we're here with Giovani, owner of High Street Tattoo. We just want to speak to him about the finger mustache tattoo, where that all got started. We'll speak to him about that, his shop, and also speak to him about some of his other work, some of the magazines he's been in. Can you tell us about how the finger mustache tattoo, where that even came from? Tell us a little bit about that story.
I think we had a general love of mustaches anyway to begin with, and we were all, this was when I worked at another shop in town. We were all talking about how funny it would be to have a mustache tattooed on your finger, just because it would be funny and there would be like, nobody could be offended by a mustache on the finger, you know? And it just kind of materialized from there. Somebody happened to be standing right there, the guy's name's Tom, and he said, shit, I'll do it, you know, right now. So we busted out the tattoo gear and I put the first one on him, and it just kind of snowballed from there, you know? We started coming up with different kinds of mustaches and different kind of people that would fit those mustaches, and so then all sorts of people started getting them. And we've done everything from like the little snively whiplash, little curled one, to the Hitler, to the trucker mustache on the two fingers. It's gotten out of control now. And now there's other places that you'll see them, like people send us pictures on the internet of mustaches that they got on their fingers from other people around the state, around the country.
Do you have any idea as far as how it even got outside of Columbus?
I would assume the internet, you know, but other than that, I have no idea really. Like, the first dude that got one, he started getting hits because he put it up on MySpace as his picture. He was like kind of sitting like that, and he started getting hits from other people, and then more pictures started coming in of other people that had gotten them.
When did you get, how did you start tattooing? Tell us a little bit about that process.
I have a degree in culinary arts, and I was running a hotel in Oregon, and every time I got paid I went and got a tattoo, and I had a whole sketchbook of stuff that I wanted to get done on me, and my tattoo artist just suggested that it would be something that he thought I might be good at. And when I decided to leave cooking, I started picking up tattooing, and I came to Columbus from Oregon, and I met some people that were willing to teach me to tattoo, and I worked around and just kind of built up my name and tried to do as many tattoos as possible, and here I am, you know.
And who are some of the people that you tattooed? I know you tattooed a couple.
I've tattooed like Blaine Wilson, he was in the Olympics. I tattooed Billy Lane from Choppers Incorporated, a lot of famous bikers. Scotty Long from Central Coast Choppers. I've tattooed a lot of local celebrities, Scooney Penn, who used to play for the Buckeyes. I've tattooed a couple of the other Buckeyes players. Guys from Poison. I've gotten around and just been real lucky to kind of be in the right spot at the right time.
You've been featured in a couple magazines as well. What are some of the magazines you've been in?
The first one I was ever in was a Canadian tattoo magazine called International Body Mod. I've been in tattoo magazines, Skin Art, Tattoos for Men, Tattoos for Women, International Tattoo Art. I've been in a lot of local, like I've been in the paper quite a few times. I've been in the Dispatch. Try to get the name out again, you know, it's just been lucky.
Okay, as far as, what distinguishes, let's say, one tattoo shop from, like another? Are there certain styles? Do we see like a big difference between, let's say, what you can find here in the Midwest as opposed to out on the East Coast or West Coast? Or
yeah, Ohio especially, too. Dayton has its own style. It's kind of washy and blended out. Columbus, you can tell a Columbus tattoo from miles away because there's usually a lot of detail and a lot of solid packed color in there. And I make a lot of trips to Los Angeles. I make a lot of trips to the East Coast, and I think the Midwest is really represented as far as tattoos go. There's a lot of kids that are willing to get a lot of good work, so it shows off in what we end up doing as tattoo artists here.
What are some of your favorite things about the Midwest?
Man, I got an Ohio tattoo like 10 years ago because I love it here. I moved to Oregon and it was like one of the worst things I ever did, man. I like Ohio because you can afford to get out of here and go somewhere else if you want to, but you can always come home. The people are real. Everybody talks about how there's nothing to do here and stuff like that. when you move to a city where there's like way too much stuff to do, you find that the people kind of, they're where there's nothing going on, you know, everybody's the idiot or like people got problems. In the Midwest, man, it's like it's right there. Everybody does their own thing, and there's a lot of creative and kind of unique people here, you know. You can just do it here. You can get out and do your thing other places and come back here, and there's still people here for you. I just love it, man. I can't take it when people diss the Midwest.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the interview. And anything you have any last words, shout outs at all?
You know what? No, I got nothing, man.